The ocean is a realm of constant rhythm, a cycle of ebb and flow that both gives and takes away. Twice a day, the tide pulls back like a great curtain, revealing a stage of wet, glistening sand. It appears empty, a blank canvas waiting for the world to begin again. But as the sun warms the shore, the canvas comes alive. From a million tiny burrows, an army of artists emerges. This is the moment of the sand bubbler crab, and for the next few hours, this entire beach will become their sprawling, temporary masterpiece. At first glance, their work seems a mystery. A single crab, barely the size of a thumbnail, scurries from its hole and begins to work with a frantic, single-minded energy. It uses its claws to scoop tiny portions of sand towards its mouth. It is feeding, sifting through each scoop to find the microscopic bits of algae and detritus left behind by the receding tide. But it is what happens next that transforms this simple act of eating into a work of art. The sand that has been stripped of its nutrients must be discarded, and the crab has a system, a piece of engineering so simple yet so brilliant. It meticulously rolls the clean, processed sand into a perfect, tiny ball and places it carefully behind it. This is the engineering of eating. Each tiny pellet is a marker, a signpost that says, "This area has been cleaned." By creating this intricate pattern of sand balls, the crab ensures it never wastes precious energy sifting through the same patch of sand twice. It is a perfect solution to a fundamental problem, a display of animal behavior that is as efficient as it is beautiful. They are nature architects, but their architecture is a byproduct of their quest for food. They are not creating art for an audience. They are creating a map of their own labor, a ledger of their day's work written in the sand. And from this simple, functional act, something truly magical emerges. As the crab works its way out from its burrow in a radial pattern, its pellets form delicate, sprawling starbursts. This is ephemeral architecture, a form of art that exists for only a few precious hours between the tides. The patterns are intricate, geometric, and impossibly detailed, and the artist is completely unaware of the beauty it is creating. It is driven by pure, practical instinct. Yet the result is a breathtaking display, a temporary gallery curated by the moon and the sun. Now, pull back. Focus not on one crab, but on the entire beach. What was a single, delicate starburst now multiplies into a universe of sand. With millions of these tiny world builders working at once, their individual patterns merge and overlap, creating a vast, stippled mosaic that stretches from the dunes to the water's edge. An entire coastline is transformed into a single, cohesive art installation. It is a universe of tiny spheres, a pointillist masterpiece on a scale that is almost impossible to comprehend. It is a fleeting city of sand, a silent, patterned world that hums with the energy of a million tiny lives, all working in perfect, uncoordinated harmony. But this grand, artistic endeavor serves one final, crucial purpose. These crabs are the unsung heroes of the coastline, the unrecognized ecosystem engineers of the beach. This constant sifting and sorting, this act of creating art, is also an act of renewal. As they process the sand, they are aerating it, allowing oxygen to penetrate deeper and preventing the layers below from becoming stagnant and lifeless. They are the beach cleaners, removing the layer of detritus and recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. The health of all beach life, from the microorganisms in the sand to the shorebirds that patrol the water's edge, is dependent on the tireless work of these tiny artists. And then, as surely as it left, the tide returns. The water creeps up the shore, and the beautiful, intricate world the crabs have built is gently, inexorably erased. The masterpiece is gone, but it is not a tragedy. It is simply the end of a cycle. The canvas is being washed clean, ready for the next performance. For tomorrow, when the tide recedes once more, the tiny artists will emerge and begin their beautiful, vital work all over again. To continue exploring the marvels of the natural world, subscribe to Animal Insight 360 and join us on the next journey.